longtime aeroplane maker Glenn L. Martin Company used the Model 210 designation to cover several designs related to a United States Navy's USN Carrierborne attack aircraft requirement. This requirement would eventually lead to the classic Douglas A-1 Skyraider, which excelled in its role, but also spawned a myriad of proposed designs from various manufacturers. Among these was the Martin entry which, itself, branched out to cover Model 210-1, the focus of this article, Model 210-1A, and the Model 210-2A. Design work on the series was unveiled during August of 1943 as World War II, 1939 to 1945, raged on. The three designs differed as follows. Model 210-1 showcased twin Allison V1710 liquid-cooled, inline piston engines, while the Model 210-1A was essentially the same aircraft though set to carry a turbojet engine in the lower regions of its fuselage. The Model 210-2A was to house the Pratt & Whitney A4360-13 Wasp Major, and it was only this version of the three that was evolved to become the AM-1 Mauler in USN service, though production was cut short in favor of the Douglas Skyraider after 151 were completed. Externally, the proposed Model 210-1 shared an uncanny resemblance with the early war Bell P-39 Air Cobra, though obviously dimensionally larger. The single-seat cockpit, sporting a teardrop-shaped clear-view canopy, was armored and situated slightly ahead of midships and over the straight-winged monoplanes. These wing members were low-mounted and tapered along both edges toward the rounded tips. The fuselage was streamlined from nose to tail, with the latter showcasing a single, clipped vertical fin and low-set horizontal planes. For ground running, or in this case deck running, the aircraft was to have the same tricycle landing gear arrangement, two main legs, one nose leg, all retractable, the main legs recessing into the wings and the nose leg collapsing rearwards towards fuselage centerline. The aircraft was drawn up with a running length of 51.4 feet and a wingspan reaching 51.11 feet. The inclusion of two Allison inline engines was a unique design approach for this proposed attacker. The V1710 inline engines were held in separate compartments, one positioned forward and the other positioned aft of the pilot's location. These would be used collectively to drive two X3-bladed propeller units at the nose in contra-rotating fashion, maximizing drive power while also eliminating the natural torque of a single engine. As with other naval-minded combat aircraft of the period, the Model 210-1 was to feature a folding wing quality at its main planes, the members hinged outboard of the fixed, forward-firing armament. This armament was to include 4x20mm autocannons buried in the wings, two guns to a wing member and installed just inboard of the wing folding gear. In addition to this, the aircraft was drawn up with a torpedo carrying capability. A 2,000 pounds Mk-13 torpedo series weapon could be slung under the belly. It is assumed that this attacker would also have carried aerial rockets and conventional drop bombs to assail various on-water or on-land targets as needed. A multi-role nature was an inherent requirement of such combat aircraft types. Like other proposals pushed at the USN during this period, the Martin Model 210 was not furthered beyond company drawings,